What is happening, people? I'm back here on the YouTube. Obviously, I don't post here that much, but main thing I wanted to talk about is kind of where I'm at and what's going to happen going forward, because the whole point of starting content for me was to document the process, and it's not exactly something that I've done precisely. I haven't really documented the process. I've more so posted my work and made some other content surrounding my interests, but not really too much about what's actually going on, where I'm going, what's happening, and where to start. To be honest, like, since I started posting content, things just picked up very fast. I started getting a lot of work as a videographer for a while, working with the guys at AST, Joshua, Warren, obviously the guys down in the Brotherhood, James Hempton, all the other guys. One milestone more recently was getting flown out to film to Ibiza. That was fucking insane. It's one of the best times in my life by far. Such a beautiful place. Learned a lot as well about myself and also my work. Everything as you go, you're gonna make little improvements over time, and that ties into the big point that action is the most important step. Forget planning, forget fucking doing all the research. Obviously you need some, but just once you know the basics, get to work and you'll figure small things along over the way. And some of the stuff that came out from Ibiza in terms of the videos themselves, it's the best color grade I've ever done. Overall, just the best videos that I've done. Now, I haven't really got around to editing much from the Ibiza trip, including a long form YouTube video that I do have coming out. I kind of prefer these single, uncut, just kind of record it and throw it together and post it up. Keep it authentic, keep it raw. Nothing too crazy about it. But the reason I haven't been able to edit a long form video for Ibiza, there's actually two videos that could be worked on, one for the Brotherhood itself and one for myself, is I have been working very much behind the scenes with AI, particularly trying to solve the problem of getting AI to edit videos. Now, this is one of the biggest bottlenecks right now when it comes to AI content production. You know, we can produce the images, we can produce everything else, but the one thing we don't have is a fully autonomous AI video editor that's proactive. It carries out everything for itself. And the reason I want this is for client and commercial work, not for my own work. It is completely anti-creative, if I'm being honest, but in business, the businesses care about content that converts and also volume, and of course the quality of it. So if we can combine all three of those into one singular tool that's going to be producing all your brand's content based around strategic content pillars, everything super on brand, tailored to you, and even better, working as if it was you, the founder, who doesn't understand the tools and the creative process to actually bring his vision to life. What about a fully autonomous tool that could do that for you every day, 24/7, while you're sleeping, putting out an unheard volume of content, like an amount of content that would cost you an insane amount and require a large team if you were doing it by conventional means. So that's the point. And of course, with it being AI, it's going to be much better at collecting data fully autonomously based on everything it's doing, and it will also connect the dots a lot more accurately between, let's say, the hook 1.5 versus 1.7 seconds into the video. Tiny little differences like that. Over time, over a long period of time, micro adjustments, the content is going to become hyper optimized. Like, the potential for it is insane, but the truth is we just don't know yet, because, well, it's not live. So I'm working on it. At the moment, I have things set up. So I have Claude hooked up to Higgsfield, which can pretty much generate story concepts, imagery, and animate the videos by itself. Now, I could hook it up to OpenClaw, but my OpenClaw shit. to be totally frank, my OpenCloud shit. I'm trying to run it off my laptop, but I also got to move my laptop around because I work on it. So yeah, it's just kind of fucking pointless. Like there's no real room to build anything real that's going to be running 24/7. So yeah, my next investment is going to be some hardware that the OpenCloud can live on, and ideally I would need a client on that system by them to pay for all the tokens, because yeah, like this stuff is great, it is super powerful, but it's also not cheap. Of course it is going to be cheaper than conventional means for a client. Like if we were going to be making 100 pieces of content, even if they were like graphic design, statics, images, 100 of those a month is still going to cost you a fair bit of money. Let's just say 100 pieces of content with a content agency at a generous price of €5,000. We, with just the static images, we could probably charge about 2. So you save €3,000. You're getting the same, if not higher quality, more tailored to you. There's going to be no issues, you know, between a founder and their creative team. And that was actually the pain point that we discovered and heavily inspired the entire project. The founder of a certain brand told us that, like, the brand is his child, this is his life's work, and when he works with creative teams, the outcome is never fully aligned with his vision. And what better way to have an outcome that's fully aligned with your vision than to have it done by a recreation of your own mind? That's the idea. Now, as I was saying, Claude, I have Claude automating everything, but the other things I'm working on, the AI video editor, using Claude Code. Now, I have done up a couple of kind of scrappy drafts. They're not the best, but it's still a step in the right direction. Essentially, the system that I have set up works a little something. Oh shit. Right, that was very weird. I don't know what the fuck happened there. But essentially, the current system, which is more so optimized for my own content, can this stop? I insert the raw footage in here, and then I also have a B-roll folder. And what the agent does is go through the video, create a transcript, creates a text hook. It's kind of shit. Now, the captions are actually not the worst. We've got the Inter Black font. Cuts out all of the silences, and basically the B-roll folder, all of the clips in there are labeled, and it chooses which B-roll clip to show based on the words that I'm actually speaking. But as you can see, they're just statics. It's really boring. It's nothing amazing. But as I said, it is a step in the right direction, which is the most important thing. The main thing now is tuning it until we kind of hit a wall. I'm not fully sure what the limitations of this are just yet, but I don't currently think it's possible to create edits like some of the ones that I've put together myself manually, and some even better ones. I just don't think that AI is quite there yet. But if it can stitch together a simple cinematic piece it's all AI content, edited by AI, story built by AI, full end to end, and it doesn't look shit, it feels natural, that's good enough to go live and start offering this to people. So that's the main priority right now. Overall, like I said, I'm just kind of in a learning and building phase. You know, when you're trying to tackle a problem like this where there isn't really a solution, you're not going to get paid for it. You're not going to get paid until you do fix the problem. And that's how you make money, by fixing problems. So the plan for now is just to continue working on this and stay all in on it. Do some other things on the side while I can. Just continue doing contract work with videography, just to be able to fund these projects and other things. But more or less that's what's going on there. And then in a couple of days, I'm heading out to New York for 3 weeks. Bit of a crazy move. I originally booked the flights with no plans. The plan was to make plans when I get there, kind of thinking about the pursuit of happiness as I done it. Pull up, make something happen, make it work. Through my network, I have arranged a couple of things over there. Now, I leave in 8 days, 7 actually, and I still don't have accommodation confirmed for the first 2 weeks, but I'm just awaiting on confirmation. That's all. It's nothing too crazy. But like, worst case, and it doesn't happen, I'm still getting on the flight. I don't care. You know, I'll pull up, I'll figure it out, I'll find a way maybe to make something happen over there. You know, maybe, I don't know. That's the plan. Just throw myself into the deep end, figure it out. That's the fun of it, that's the adventure. At the end of the day, worst goes to worst, and I end up having to come home early because I'm gonna run out of fucking money and end up living on the streets in NYC, which is not ideal. It's okay. I'll have a story to bring home, a new experience. Hopefully I'll have met some new people, and I'll have some fucking sick videos. So that's it. That's all that's really going on right now. There's some more bigger things going on further down the line for later on this year, but I'm gonna hold on to those until they come around. But yeah, a lot of different lessons have been learnt this year. I'll probably make that into another video because I'm not in that frequency right now. I'm not thinking about those things. I'm more so thinking about what's been going on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to start waffling now. I hope you enjoyed listening. If you watched this far and you're not already, please do subscribe and follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok. That's it. I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching.